last week you guys saw us out here doing some shooting. We're running the 2-2-2-4-2-2 drill. And that's 2 shots on this target here, which is your left target, 2 shots in your middle, 4 on the right, back to this one for 2, and then back to the first one for 2. And it doesn't matter if you run it left to right, right to left, starting in the middle and moving towards the outside. Basically, the idea behind that drill, it's all about target acquisition. So if I've got 3 guys walking at me, which one is the biggest threat to me at the time? And that's where you would start your drill or your self-defense. That's why running it from left to right always is not good, or right to left. And you know, you don't want to be standing still when you do it. You see us when we were running it last week, we're standing still. Well, you know, we're just working on the fundamentals, transition from target to target, working on the way we shift our body. And if you see, when I run it myself, I'm not just standing there and moving my body, my upper body only. I'm actually leaning my whole body into it. Because when you're shooting, you're a stable shooting platform. And to get the most accuracy out of yourself and out of your platform is to have proper recoil management, proper stance, proper alignment of the body. Now, if I want to keep that, I can't just start turning my upper body away from my lower body where that recoil management comes from. I need to go ahead and poke my holster out to the side, use my knee, and lean out. That way I've still got everything I need to manage my recoil properly. Moving your upper body alone by itself is more of an advanced technique that you would use if you were moving, in which case there's no perfect recoil management when you're on the move anyway. So moving your upper body like that take turret, that's perfectly acceptable. When you start shooting fast, you know, we're used to shooting faster. Everyone can go out there and you can just start slapping the trigger, bang, 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 dumping rounds out of the gun. But to properly do it, to properly fire, reset your trigger, not lift it off the trigger and slap it, but to reset and pull back in, that's something special. Aaron's going to go ahead and give you an example of what resetting the trigger looks like. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people don't know what it looks like. He's going to go ahead and give you a couple rounds. Mike's going to get in closer and show you what it's all about.
All right, so after we pull the trigger, you never want to let go of that trigger. You want to reset it, and you're going to hear that click, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you now.
The click's very affirmative on the Glock.
Okay, so
okay, so you hear that perfect click. That click as he's letting out to the reset. His finger never lifted off the trigger, therefore he never applied too much pressure or too much movement. Okay, these Glocks, they work on the pivot triggers. You know, the only thing that's a straight back trigger is a 1911 or similar guns like that. And when the trigger is on that pivot, that pivoting trigger, like a Smith & Wesson M&P or a Glock, or, you know, there's a ton of pistols out there that have that pivoting trigger. When you can eliminate half of that swing, half of that pivot by only letting out to where it resets, that's perfect. You're leaving yourself less room for error, less room for trouble, and you're going to increase your shooting ability and the way you manage the recoil. So we talked about going from left to right, and we talked about the trigger reset. Now, learning to properly shoot fast, that way all your shot placement looks good like his did. That's combat effective right there. That's a good shot placement. So to learn how to work the trigger in rapid succession while still keeping your rounds on target, we got another drill, and we're gonna show you guys here in a few seconds how the venti drill works. Okay.